Hello, this is Pastor Schuyler with BereanBaptist.Church. We're getting ready for Kids for Truth and the adult prayer time and Bible study teen group and nursery and all the normal stuff here for Wednesday night in a few hours. But I was doing my personal devotionals just here in the office, and I was really struck by something simple and short that I want to share with you. And also, we'll take a couple of minutes to go over some upcoming events at church. But 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians is this deeply personal letter that Paul writes to the church at Corinth, and he speaks to the church at Corinth like they're his friends, because they are, like they're people that he loves, because they are. And he wants the church at Corinth to know the great trials that have afflicted him in his ministry in Asia Minor, especially in Ephesus. And so he tells them in verse 8, 2 Corinthians 1:8, I do not want you to be ignorant, brethren, of our trouble which came to us in Asia, that we were burdened beyond measure, above strength, so that we despaired even of life. Paul doesn't go into all the details here, but we can piece together some of it from the book of Acts and other places. In Asia, and especially in Ephesus, Paul faced very serious opposition. He describes in Thessalonians how he fought with beasts at Ephesus, describing his work against false teachers. You can read about the riot in Ephesus and all these other things that happened throughout the Bible. And the cumulative effect of this is that Paul had the sense of a fixed death sentence hanging on him. He knew that Ephesus, the church at Ephesus and the ministry there, was a great and effective door. That's how he describes it. But he also felt like he was working with death over him always, that he was for sure going to die doing this great work. And so what's the effect of that? What's the consequence of that? And verse 9 is really what I want you to see. Yes, we had the sentence of death in ourselves to this end, that we should not trust in ourselves, but in God who raises the dead. And this is the powerful thing, that God takes this horrific, looming, pending death, this death sentence hanging over Paul's head, and uses this to grow Paul's faith, his informed trust in the God who is greater than death, in the God who delivered Paul in the past, who delivers Paul now, and is able to deliver him in the future, who delivered us from so great a death and does currently deliver us, in whom we trust that he will still deliver us. And so I don't know what challenges you're facing today in your life, whether they're relatively small things or something as weighty as death itself. But you can know this, you can have this confidence, Christian, that the God who has saved you continues to save you and will save you to the very end. And all of these difficulties in life are actually good for us in that they teach us to trust in God and not ourselves. So just something I was really touched by today, and I hope it's been a blessing to you. Let's take a look at the bulletin that Miss Cheryl sends out every Monday on the email. If you're not on the email list, you can contact us and get on the email. I'll remember to get it nice and big so everybody can see. Just a couple things coming up. December 9th, I believe that's Friday. Friday, December 9th. Yeah, Friday this week, just in a couple of days. The ladies' Christmas party, that's going to be at church. My daughter and wife are really looking forward to it. Miss Megan's putting that together. There's going to be a gift exchange and all kind of fun stuff. You can get in hold of Miss Megan if you want to know more details, or just show up that evening, Friday at the church. The men's prayer breakfast and Bible study is going to be the next day on the 8th. Then Miss Michelle Demeret, one of our missionaries, is going to be with us on the AM service on the 11th. And then on the 18th, the next Sunday, there's going to be the Christmas cantata, then some other things going on. We're going to be caroling 2 weeks from today, December 21st. And then the day before Christmas, we're going to do a Christmas Eve service with communion. And then Christmas Day, we're going to do a service in the morning as well. So those are just some of the things coming up. I hope you're having a blessed week. I look forward to seeing you tonight if you're able to make it. As usual, we'll be streaming the services for those who can't. But I would encourage you to find some time this week to get out with God's people. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful to you. I'm Pastor Schuyler with BereanBaptist.Church. I want to encourage you to walk with God, to search the Scriptures, to love each other. God bless.